Hello, I'm Jerry Shotwine, pastor at the Lighthouse and your brain masseur. GOP Aristos. What's a gopher? Well, of course, more than likely you're familiar with a gopher. Well, a gopher lives underground and feeds off the vegetation, the roots of the vegetation on the surface, all right? Eats the grass roots. And a gopher is a conservative, quote unquote, who kind of feeds on the grassroots of the conservative movement to get themselves into office, but actually they're destroying the grassroots they're feeding off of. And that's what I call a gopher. So GOP Aristos are floating threats that they're going to pick their own nominee. They'll have to suspend Rule 40 in order to do that. Rule 40 says that a candidate must win at least a minimum of 8 states in order to be nominated or to receive the nomination of the grand old party, the GOP. The Rules Committee, however, is made up of delegates that are currently dominated by Cruz and Trump. So it seems like a reach for them to expect that they're going to be able to get the support they need to change that rule, because neither Cruz nor Trump is likely to go for that. If they strong-arm enough of the delegates to dump Trump or to, well, cancel Cruz, okay, it'll provoke a massive walkout from the party. Besides, my friends, the GOP and the DNC, for that matter, and the independent party and so on, these are private clubs. These aren't arms of the government. There's a terrible misunderstanding that's developed in the mind of the American people. They think that the GOP and the DNC are parts of the government, as if they're somewhere named in the Constitution or something like that. Well, they're not. These are just groups that formed for the purpose of nominating a candidate to run for an office. That's all they are. However, these clubs are organized around rules. I mean, they have a constitution and bylaws, they're incorporated and all that kind of stuff, and they are obliged to function according to their rules. And here's my point. If the GOP gopers got in there and tried to pull some kind of thing, if they're not careful, they could be open to a class action lawsuit. A class action suit against the GOP would be great media spectacle. It probably wouldn't garner anybody any more than perhaps a return of their membership dues. That's about all anybody can hope to get out of it in terms of monetary. But listen, it would create great media spectacle and just damage the GOP for decades to come. So all this noise about the GOP Aristos are going to change the rules. And yet, many Trump supporters are right now clamoring for the GOP to change the rules. Yeah. They cry about the rules, for example, in Colorado. They cry about the various rules that would allow a situation where if candidates come to the convention and none of them has the requisite number to automatically win the nomination, that therefore it gets opened up and you can have a convention floor fight over who gets the nomination. They don't like those rules. So it's interesting, some of the same people who are screaming about how dare the GOP think they're going to go in there and change the rules are asking for the GOP to change the rules. Hey, the rules are what they are, my friend. So the question is, should the GOP be required to change the rules in order to accommodate Trump's threats of mob riots? Yeah, it's just like Trumpsters, to scream against changing rules and then demand the rules to be changed if it helps them.